Welcome back to the channel. Now, does ceramic coating your car seem daunting and confusing or even scary? Well, if it does, watch this video because I'm going to take the hassle out of it and show you that anyone can do it. True ceramic glass coatings like this one I've got from Carpro have been around for years, but still a lot of people are too scared to use them. And if you're coming from a wax or a sealant where if you apply that badly, you're just not going to get the performance. With this, it's more of a technical product, and if you apply it badly, you can cause a lot of hassle. So it's understandable, but it's all about following a procedure. First up is prep, and I can't emphasize enough, don't overlook this stage. Don't be tempted to just wash and dry your car, bring it in and start applying your coating. It won't bond properly and you're not going to get performance out of it. You're just throwing your money away and you're going to get frustrated. So do a decom wash, make sure all the contamination has gone from the paint, and then if it still feels rough, clay it. And if you need any help, we've done videos on both those topics. Finally, make sure you do any paintwork correction before you apply your coating. You don't want to lock in lots of swirls and nasty scratches if you can remove them. So once you've done all that, it's ready to bring in and we can start thinking about application. The next thing to consider is your environment. Well, I'm quite lucky here because I'm inside in the studio, but if you've got a garage, that's perfect because you're not going to get the wind whipping all the dust up, you've not got direct sunlight, and also the wind can dry out your coating quicker than it's supposed to flash. So if you are going to do it outside, just be really careful. Make sure it's cloudy and not windy. Application time, and we're going to apply it one full panel at a time. We want one uniform piece of ceramic protection curing as one, not individual strips. So if a bonnet's too big for your first attempt, totally understandable. Maybe choose a wing or a boot lid just to dial it in and feel comfortable. Right before application, take yourself a panel wipe. I've got Menzerna control cleaner, a clean microfiber. Give it a quick spritz over, get rid of any fingerprints or anything that's going to interfere with the coating. First up, get your block, then get a suede, and you're going to pop the suede over the top of the foam part. The foam just helps it conform when you hit swage lines and curved panels, because what you want ultimately is a very even coating. So once you've got your block and your suede like that, we're ready to add some drops. For the first time, because this is dry, I'm going to put 5 to 6 drops of the liquid on. And then when we come back to top up, 2 to 3 drops will be fine. In between, make sure you always put the top back on at your bottle. Right, now I'm going to work my way across the bonnet from top to bottom in straight lines, just overlapping, taking my time, making sure I get full coverage. I'm not leaving any trails at the end, so I know that I've not made it too wet, because what can happen is if you put too much ceramic on, you'll leave like a trail in between the lines, like a tram line, and it'll go all crystallized and it'll be a nightmare to get off. So make sure you're leaving a nice even coating. And like I say, straight lines, overlapping, gently work your way across. When you get to a swage line, just put a little bit more pressure on. Don't let the block jump because you'll have a little patch where you've got no ceramic. Go right up to the edge. Again, we want to imagine we're applying like a wrap. So it's going to wrap right around the panel, go right up to the edges. Around obstacles like that. Just continue in a straight line. Make sure you go right up to it. You might have to do a little box around it. As long as you've got complete coverage and it's all level, then we're happy. Just need a little top up and then I'm going to finish the rest. Now that's done, you can just walk back around the panel and inspect it. Make sure you've not left any dry areas or equally any wet areas. If you've put too much product on and you start to see a lot of wet build up, then you want to level it out before it dries. So it's a good opportunity to just go around and have a look closer and make sure it all looks nice and even. Looking good. Right, we're getting ready now for what's called leveling it. We're going to take a low pile microfiber. Sometimes you can start to see like an oil slick or a rainbow effect. It's not really picking it up in this light, and I'm not seeing that here, but I can tell now it's getting to the point where it needs leveling. So take yourself a low pile microfiber cloth, and we're just going to do the exact same process as before. We're not just going to buff away and try and remove all the product. We're just going to wipe the product in further, and this is going to level it perfectly so it all evaporates evenly. At this stage, you want it to still feel a slightly bit wet, so you're still spreading it. If you've left it until it's dried and then you're having to buff, you've left it just a bit too long. You really want to feel a little bit of slip under the cloth, so that when you wipe it, you can almost feel like, well, I'm just wiping it back off here, but you're not. You're leveling it out. We're going to do a final buff after with the other cloth. Can't see any remaining residue on there, but we're going to take the Mammoth Super Soft Purple for a final wipe down just to remove any residue we can't see. And again, we're not going to buff, we're not going to put pressure on, just a nice gentle wipe down, make sure the panel looks fully clear of any product. Very happy with that. Right, next thing, leave it for 24 hours. Don't be tempted to wet it and see how hydrophobic it is. It won't be. At this stage, it's still gassing off. It's going to take 24 hours to cure. So, time to go around the rest of the car. Right, that's 24 hours later. So, let's roll her outside and check out that finish. Go. You see, it's not that tricky to apply your own ceramic coating, so give it a go on your own car. Just follow that procedure and you can't go wrong. I'm going to follow this video up with another video, the do's and don'ts and some of my top tips on ceramic application, so subscribe and stay tuned for that one. Thanks very much for watching for this. Comment below if you've got any questions and we'll see you on the next one.